So as far as I know, that's working. Let's lower this down. Let's get out of here. Double check. Make sure it's changed over the way it should be. Let's load up chat. Just chatting about. Okay. So it looks like it's actually working right now, but it's not showing it to me. Yeah, that's actually labeled properly. Okay. All right. All right. So we're gonna go over a budgeting right now because honestly, I've been hearing a lot of nonsense and a lot of fear mongering from a lot of people talk about how life is so hard and they can't afford this and they can't afford that and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know what? This is a bunch of fucking horse shit that I don't know why people are letting people like get up in their head and fuck with them and tell them that, they can't do stuff when in actuality they can do stuff. Um, the issue is that a lot of these people aren't being taught like how to do things. They're not being taught how to budget. So we're gonna start off and break it down piece by piece. I made this math. So I got the calculator right here, even though I don't technically need it. It just shows old math I was working on. This is old math. I'm not remember what all this shit is, but I know what all this stuff is labeled. Okay, so it looks like from my screen that you guys should be able to see what I'm looking at here. Okay, so this top section right here that we got going on, this is for if you live alone in a one bedroom with a general labor job with a car note. So we've got it broken down. We've got 900 for rent, 430 for car note, 350 for groceries and snacks. These are monthly math. 88 is the phone plan that T-Mobile has. It's unlimited everything, so this is that. 95, the electricity seems kind of high, but that's because I factored in what it would be like if you had the air conditioning or heat on. Um, I'm in America, but I just put petrol just because I didn't want like the gas and water and all that stuff to get like mixed up and confused. Um, actually, I did put petrol for a reason. So actually, I do gotta fix that. Okay, so petrol. We'll say petrol's 200. We'll say internet's 124. But that's like the super fast internet. So that's like if you play video games and things like that. Car insurance. There's that. Um, I put in laundry because it's such a high number for laundry. I know some people have like a laundry unit like in their building, but I put the 100 because maybe people go to a laundromat. I don't know about you guys, but last time I went to a laundromat, it was super fucking expensive, and that was like back in the day when I was still like getting shit figured out. Um, but I probably should factor in water right here. Um, Water bills aren't too expensive, as far as I know. Let me see if I got a water bill in front of me right here. I think they only come like once every few months. Um, fuck. All right, actually, hold on. I'm gonna try to find a water bill right now. Okay, I couldn't find a water bill to double check, but I'm pretty sure that last time I checked, we'll go a big number water to for 42. Let's say you're just constantly fucking showering and doing whatever the fuck ever. 42 is super high for water, by the way, but I'm trying to do worst case scenario math for this to show that in even worst case scenario, you'd be okay. Um, let's see, what is this? 20 laundry equals 2350. The fuck is 20 laundry? Well, I don't know what the fuck this is. Oh, Okay, I know what that is. All right, so hypothetically, if you did have a unit in your building of like a washer and dryer, like because some people don't have it in their apartment per se, it'll be like a community washer and dryer. I put the $20 for that, so that means the minus 80. That's what that's for. But we'll factor in the um, we will factor in the 42. So here's the problem you run into when you have all this stuff. You have all this stuff goes down to 2430. So let's say you have a factory job. That's not New Jersey. That's just night job. Let's say hypothetically you have like a night job because you get like a bonus when you have like a certain shift. So we'll put that at 1750, which would roughly equal about 565 um 565 a week if you have it set up to where your taxes where you're not really I think that's the tax bracket that goes 52,000 and under. I might have used the wrong tax bracket, but it should be around 565. I think the tax bracket I used was the 52,000 to 75,000, which probably is the wrong tax bracket for this because that's actually not that much. But actually, I know for a fact that's not that much. Let's go 565. Hold on, I fucked that up. 565 times 52 weeks in a year equals. Well, that's fucked up. What the hell did I do? 565 times 52 equals. Okay, yeah, that's only 29,000. So, yeah, this is rough because the math I last saw is that you need about 35,000 a year to support a family with one child. But here's the thing with that. So, if we have this times 2, then you'd be making. That's how much you'd have if you had another person. If you had two people in this place, each one of you working the same job, you'd have that much for a year, which isn't that bad. But we'll just put this in perspective though. So let's say we've got the 565. Why am I doing this? Hold on. 565. Then we times it by 2. Let's say you both have the same job. Let's say you're a couple. There's that. Times 4 enters. So then that would leave you with that amount. That would actually leave you. Hold on. We'll put couple. And then we'll put that as 4520. So 4520. And then if we take 4520 minus 2430, enter. So we'll write that down actually. We'll do this. Fuck it. We'll do it live. All right. So 2430 equals 2090. Okay. So this is the amount of money you would have if you weren't a whore and well, sorry, not whore. We'll say slut. Whore actually gets paid. My bad. So this is the amount of money you'd have if you weren't being like a slut and you gave up the hookup culture. This is what you'd have. So no big deal. Um, but obviously, if you did have this, then this a week equals the 22. Why am I pointing at the fucking screen? I have the fucking mouse. Okay. So, all right. So times 4, which is 4 weeks in a month, is the 2260. The problem is the 2430 minus the 2260 equals 170. And that's a month though. So you may say to yourself, hey, that 170 is bonkers. But if you do 170 divided by 4, you only need an extra $42 a month. Only. Now, if any one of these changes, that $42 can pop up out of fucking nowhere easily. If we drop it down to here, let's say that you don't have a car note. I minus this is one general labor job with a car note. So with that, it drops it down even more because then you've got 900 rent for one bedroom. Um, we'll throw in the 42 for the water as well for this one. This is the more realistic one. Then I kept the numbers all the fucking same, but without that car payment, without that car note of 430. I mean, you could get car notes for different credit scores. It's just I pulled that number basically out of my ass because I think someone said I think that's how much mine used to be. I think mine used to be 430 a month. I think that's where I got the number from. So here's the thing: if you have all of that, then we still have the same night job with 1750 times 565 times 4. That equals 2260. So the 2260 minus this equals you have an extra 236 a month. But I did say the water. I did forget that, so my bad. We'll do 236 minus 42 for the water. Even though the water bill I think comes every 3 months, it doesn't come every month. Um, not completely sure. My shit's all set to auto pay because I make way more than my bills, so I can afford to set things to auto pay. That makes your credit amazing. Actually, side note, your credit becomes amazing when you set your bills to auto pay because all the company knows is that your bills are on time. They don't know that you're paying it. All they know is bills are on time. When you pay it set to auto pay, your bills are always on time because it's just automatic. That's the way it is. Anyway, so we're gonna do 236 minus the 42. Enter. So that would leave you with an extra $194 a month. Um, but we can also throw back in the laundry. Hold on, let's redo this right now. I messed this up again. So let's throw back in the laundry. Just for an example. Let's say that you would rather use the laundromat because you don't want people, fucking with your clothes and things like that. Understandable. So then let's drop down and do this as laundry math. Laundry, laundry math. So if we have the laundry math, that would then hold on. Let's keep that as is. So laundry math would then be the 20. I gotta remember this comma. 21 to 4 minus. My bad. We did this out of order because we got to do the bigger number first because we have a bigger number. 2 comma 260. If I was trying to show how bad it would be, I would put the other number 4 so I'd show what the negative would be. But we are not going to have a negative balance on this, so I'm going to put that one first. So let's clear this out, and that would mean we have the 2260 minus the 2124. Enter. That would give us an extra 136 a month. 136 a month. However, if we were doing it like we had the washer and dryer in the unit, then we'd have the 136 plus 80. So we're gonna say it's about $20 a month in laundry because it's like little quarter things. It's not that much to be honest with you. But so we've got the 136 figured out just to be sure. 136 plus 80. Enter. So then that means you have an extra 216 a month. I could probably do this math in my head, but I'm just doing it for the calculator just so we all know the numbers are correct. So that's the two that goes on with those two things. However, let's say hypothetically you have your fucking shit together and you're a fucking adult. But we can also bring this number back down here. Actually, now that I think about it, we can actually bring the couple math down here as well. So if we bring the couple math down here, that'd make it. Let me move this fucking bottle. Fucking strawberry daiquiris. All right, so couple math. We've got this as, where is this number coming from? That's the card note number. So these two numbers are incorrect. So we need to change these two numbers. So let's say you have this times 4. The couple math would mean that that would then equal, that don't sound right. Where did I fuck up here? I'm drawing a fucking blank for some reason. Did I not, did I confuse myself because I didn't write that down? I think I did. I think that's what happened here. Okay, so we're gonna do 2260 times 2 enters. Yeah, that's why. Oh no, this is the number I'm looking for. The 4520. Okay, so that's the couple math. That's how you should be having them up as a couple in the one bedroom. So that minus the 2 1 2 4, because we've got worst case scenario math with that. That would give you even more actually. Oh, fuck button I just pressed there. So 4520 minus the 2124 enters. This is how much you'd have left over at the end of the month. 396. Now, we are going to have to backtrack on this because I'm going to have to redo this entire math now that I think about it, because we're going to redo the couple math. We're going to do this. I have to redo this actually. So we're going to go up here and do this. I'm going to do this math live. I forgot about couple math. I hate the hookup culture so fucking much, but I totally forgot about couple math. This is all basically math if you're doing it by yourself. So let's say hypothetically. So we've got, if we have that, then one bed. Let's snap this up. Let's snap this up right here. Just gonna copy and paste this. All right. So let's say we have a couple, because the math changes when you're a couple. So actually, you know what? Let's go worst case scenario with this math. Let's grab the top one. Yeah, let's actually grab the top one. Now that I think about it, we're doing worst case scenario math. I want to show that it can be done. So we're going to say couple math with 2 card notes. Like you both have a card note. This might be a humbling experience because I didn't do the math for this. So this stays the same, but the car note we're going to have to double. So we'll say, so we got to go say 430 and 430 is going to be 860. So we'll say 860 for the car note. Now, as a couple, you're going to eat better when you're not fucking depressed. So we're going to put 900 for the groceries and snacks. It may seem a lot, but it's groceries and snacks. So if you're out on like a date night or you're hanging out, you're doing something, it's whatever. I believe, hold on, I'm too lazy for this one. 88 times 2, enter. You could tell by me having to calculate this shit that I'm not even the fucking smartest guy around. And even I can make this fucking shit work. So if I can make it work, you can make it work. We'll keep the electric 95. We'll double this. Internet will stay the same. So with car insurance, you're going to get a multi-car benefit. So that would go up a little bit, but that's only going to go up between both of you to 236 a month. We'll keep the laundry as 100. We've got that. But at the exact same time, we're going to take this. We're going to be doubling it, of course. So we're going to say this times this. They're going to put this in. Okay, that's one. That's for one person. But we're doing couple math. So let's put this in properly. This would be this. So this is weekly. And then times 2. Put this in the brackets. Times 4. Actually, we're going to break this down completely. Make this as simple as possible. It's going to get boring, but we're going to make this as simple as possible. To break it down, make it obvious. 5, 6, 5 times 2 equals the 1130. Let's add in the comics. I'm sure there's some people with OCD that might be irritated by that. And then we're going to times that by 4. Because that'd be, 4 weeks in a year. Actually equals that. Oh, no, my bad. Equal sign goes here. So then we do that times 4 equals. So times 4 equals. So right now we've got 4520. Now looking at this is going to get rough. I'm not going to tell, but looking at this is going to get rough. So let's add this up together and see what kind of issues we run into. Okay, 900 for the rent. 860 for the car note of 2 people. Let's say 900 for groceries and snacks. That seems steep. It's because it's not just groceries, it's groceries and snacks. Because when you're with a couple, it increases your chances of impulse buy, to be honest with you. Because you're going to just do shit. You're going to hang out. You're going to want to go places. You're not going to be bored, stuck up in the house. A lot of people aren't like that. But on the off chance, that number could be smaller. It could be bigger. But I feel like that's a reasonable number. So then plus 176 plus 95 plus 400 plus 124 plus 236 plus 100. Enter. Okay, that's actually not too bad. So then we've got 3, comma 791. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, let's add in. Actually, how much is Netflix and Hulu? $12, 11 and okay. So then with the couple math, we're actually going to add in. We're actually going to add 2 services. So we're going to add Netflix, and then we're also going to add Hulu. And Hulu. You know what? Fuck it. Let's add Disney Plus in there as well. Plus Disney Plus. The thing is that Disney Plus is only an extra $2 if you have Hulu, so we're going to do the bundle math for that. So we've got Netflix at 12. We've got Hulu at 11. And then this would only be an extra $2. So obviously we've got this makes 23. Then that makes 20. What? 23? 25. That makes 25. Okay. So then these would bracket out into 25 equals 25. So here's the thing. It's only an extra $25. Let me double check that because I feel like it's too early in the goddamn morning for me dealing with this shit. 1, 2, plus 1, 1, plus 2, enters. Yes, 25. So it's only an extra $25 to have these 3. Whatever. I didn't throw in Crunchyroll because I don't actually remember offhand how much Crunchyroll is. But I feel like if you've got Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, there's a lot of stuff on Hulu that's on Crunchyroll. The pain in the ass is that Hulu has commercials. But I feel like Crunchyroll might be more, considering you have to pay for no commercials. Either way, whatever. It's only an extra $25. So, however, this is our monthly amount. So we're gonna do 4520, which is actually bigger than our monthly bills. So feels good to be right about that. I mean, I usually am right, but it's whatever. Minus the 3,791 equals, okay, so we've got that. Obviously, people are probably jumping ahead because I'm going slow as fuck at this, but whatever. It's kind of background noise in case you're like maybe in the car, listening to the radio, or background noise in case you're currently doing something. You just hear this from whatever. So we've got 4520 minus, get this number correct, 3791. Enter. So that leaves you with an extra $729 a month. Wow. So I even did the math as a couple. You can make it. Now, let's say that you're a complete fucking incel loser. We'll go with the top and bottom. Those are the ones you're going with. I'm still motioning in my computer for some reason. Top and bottom. This is a loan math. So 2 equals 2430. But then that goes with that. Then there's this. I feel like I don't have a divide symbol on here. I don't know why. I don't feel like I have a divide symbol on this fucking computer. We'll put this symbol because I think this is supposed to mean divide. Whatever. Actually, do I have a division symbol on this goddamn computer? I don't think I do. Is there no division symbol on a fucking keyboard? Huh. Just realized that. The keyboard is dusty as fuck, too. Anyway, so we'll divide by 4. And then do equals. Let's see. Now, this should be in the negative because that's what you have. The difference between these two is that amount, but in this amount, you're in the negative. So we got to put this as negative. And then we're going to put a little sad face with it, so you know you fucked up. All right. That's it. Facebook. All right, whatever. Now, all right, whatever. Must have been money that someone paid for subscription to the Twitch. Anyway, so we have this, and we're gonna hold on with this. So we're back to this. All right. So we've got the 1-7. Hold on, where am I typing this at? My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. 170 divided by 4. Enter. Yep, we talked about this. So that was the 42.5. That's the comma. My bad to that. Okay. The comma. So that's hold on. That's a money amount, so we're gonna add $1 to that. Alright, so that basically means that you're just $42 in the hole a week. Or you could look at it as you need an extra $42.50 per week, because here's the thing. If you don't come up with that $42.50, you're going to be out of the butt and into the fuck, because that means you're in the negative. Now, if you have some money saved up, losing $42 a month isn't that big of a deal. But at the exact same time, as I said before, any of these other numbers could be different, because this $42 doesn't make a difference if the card note is missing. Because if the card note is missing, then it's not as big of a deal. That means you have extra money. Because this is only, let's see, you're only 170 in the negative. And the card note itself is 430. And obviously, 430 is bigger than 170. By how much, you ask? Sure, why not? Let's do that math right now. So 430 minus 170 equals, go back over here. All right, so 430 minus 170, enter. So that would give you an extra 260 a month. So you'd have an extra 260 a month. There you go. Actually, my bad. Should be right there. All right. So if you'd have extra 260 a month, no problem, no big deal. You got the budgeting. Now let's scroll all the way down. Now let's say this math is for as if you live by yourself. So this would be the cost of a two. I'm gonna think of what this actually is. This would be the cost of a 2-bedroom townhouse. Technically, 3-bedroom because you have a basement. You can use the basement as one room. So that's why I did the math like this. So you got the groceries and snacks at 900 because working a lot. Because I've did this for 2-job math basically. Um, these are better jobs. These are actually factory jobs. So this up here is just some bullshit job you could find at a temp agency. Factory warehouses tend to start off at 17.50 or actually 17.50. $17 to $20 is what factories and warehouses start off at. So if this sounds like that, there's this. So go back down. Now this is essentially a 2-bedroom townhouse with a basement, which you can use the basement as a bedroom. And I did this savvy math. So as you can see, we added Netflix, Hulu. There's this. Now plus 800. So let's say that you rent out one of the rooms for $800. That brings your bills then down to 1750. Let's say you rent out both bedrooms. That's an extra 1600 a month. So that takes the 255 down to 955. That means technically, if we're going to get real interesting about this, 955 divided by 4 would be how much you need to make a week to break even with all your bills. So 955 divided by 4 enters, which means technically for this 238.75, this is the amount that you'd have to make a week if you had 2 roommates. Now that's a bonkers amount. Absolutely bonkers amount. Let's get even more bonkers with that number, actually, because I want to be really fucking petty about this to show you how obvious and easy this is to do. 238.75 divided by 40 hours. See, it's a full-time job. That means technically we've got this. Break this down. This divided by 4 equals 5.97. We're going to round that up. So you would only need to make that an hour. Now, unless you're a waitress, which usually makes about 450 to 412 an hour, because waitress wages are different from waitresses and people like that do not have to be paid minimum wage because their tips are supposed to be factored into their pay rate, so it's whatever. So as long as you're not working restaurant industry, specifically not fast food, because fast food gets paid way too goddamn much now. I'm sure you've seen like prices go up for fast food. So as long as you have a job that makes this much an hour, you're good. You're good. If you have 2 roommates. But let's say hypothetically, you don't have any roommates. It's just you. Now, you've got your night job with your night premium making 1985 because you found a good job. Then so you have your day job and you're making 1950 because you're an adult now, so you have adult knowledge, you can find good jobs. Your night job makes this much money. Your day job makes this much money. It equals out to this. Now, you've got the 4804 minus this. Means this is how much extra you have a month from working 2 jobs, 80 hours a week. Now, the 955, what is this? So then your bills, okay, your bills would be 955. So let's say hypothetically, you're working 2 jobs and you have 2 roommates. two jobs, two roommates. This is the amount you'd have left over at the end of the month. And if you look at this amount is actually bigger than this fucking goddamn amount. That's how easy this fucking math is. So when someone tells you that life is hard and you can't do it, don't listen to them. Don't listen to their bullshit. Don't listen to their fear mongering. You can do it. You just have to apply yourself and get out there and try. The biggest thing holding you back is your depression and your anxiety. And honestly, depression and anxiety are a waste of imagination. So here's the thing, you can do it. Don't let people get in your fucking head. You can do it.